Hello. Okay, next tutorial. Or next Halloween tutorial rather, I should say. Okay, this look was requested by the Zachary Chase. I'll put the link here. And this look is meant to be Darth Maul from, I think it's the first Star Wars, the Phantom Menace. Yeah. I've never actually seen the Star Wars film, so I'm sorry if this looks nothing like him or anything like that, but I've been going off loads of reference pictures. They all look completely different. Like the tribal pan looks different, like in, there's the film ones, there's fan ones, and there's posters of the pictures and that. It's confusing. But I tried my best. I hope you guys like it. I hope I did it justice. Oh, this stuff on my teeth tastes nasty. Yeah. I should definitely watch Star Wars after this. It looks quite interesting. Oh no. Okay. Word of advice before you start this tutorial. If you're going to do it, make sure not to have glue on your hands and then touch the black, because it won't come off. So yeah, I'm not dirty, I'm just very, 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 yeah. So yeah, if you like the look, make sure to, hang on if I can get that off, make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, all that jazz. Yeah, stay tuned if you want to see how I've done this look. Okay, so I've already slicked down my eyebrows and covered them with wax and all that jazz. To see how I do that, see this video here, okay? And just watch the first few minutes of it and that'll teach you how to do the eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to start by applying my bald cap. Now, I'm using a bald cap that I've made red, okay? It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be red, it just makes it a heck of a lot quicker. Again, if you need to buy a bald cap, I'm selling them on eBay, look on the link below, okay? Right. Okay, so once everything's been glued into place and I've let it dry, I'm going to take myself a little sponge, I'm going to dip it in some liquid latex, and I'm going to apply it evenly all around the edges. Doesn't matter the fact that it's white, because, I mean, you don't have to colour anything because it's going to dry clear anyway. Okay, so I've done about 2 coats now, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do one more coat. Depending on how big the ridge is depending on how many layers you need to do. I mean, you need to build it up so that it's even, it tapers off. That's why most people have a harsh line with latex ball caps, because you can't blend them. You just have to add latex to them to blend them, if that makes sense. So I'm going to let that dry. So when it goes clear, I know it's dry, I'm going to do one more coat and I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so I thought while that's drying, I'm going to take my Stargazer Kohl pencil, eyeshadow or eyebrow pencil, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to start drawing on where I'm going to do the outline. I'm not going to start doing detail yet. I'm just going to, because most of this guy's face is black. By the looks of it, it's just like the front part that's red, I think, from what I'm looking at the pictures. Because I've not actually seen the film now, so don't judge me. So by the looks of it, it starts. Okay, so that's my basic shape done. So not with any of the fine detail or anything that's going to be final, it's just where I know to colour black and I'm going to be colouring in I'm going to be colouring in this area with black Snazaroo watercolour, okay? Okay, so I've covered in just a small area basically, so now I've got like a guideline of where I want things to go. So, looks like I've got a moustache. Really dodgy one, but there you are. So I'm now using a red Snazaroo watercolour. Okay, and I'm going to just apply that, even though I'm going to cover loads of this area in black, rather than take forever going between the lines, I'm just going to paint this whole area red, basically. Okay. Okay, so I went ahead and just carried on colouring in red, except for my eyes, because I'm going to go battle black now. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry so it's all even. I've done about 2 coats on that. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. Whilst it's dry, actually, I'm going to colour the rest of my neck black. Okay, so I've just covering this area for now. I'm going to start my eyes. So I'm going to take the same watercolour, and I'm going to start colouring in my eyelids. Now, you can trace this shape on if you want. I'm just going to freehand it first, because... Okay, sorry I had to stop the video there. I got a little bit confused because I've got several reference pictures here, and some of the patterns look a little bit different. And I was following one pattern and another pattern completely contradicted it. So I'm not sure if some of these are just really, really good fan-made pictures, or some of them are statues, or some of them are just, I don't know, posters. but I've come to this design. I'm not sure if it's anything like the film. I should have probably watched the film first, but yeah, I've been using a really small brush to, I mean, I've coloured in the eyelid. I'm going to show you on this, but I've coloured in the eyelid and I want the fine detail like this. Okay, so now I've got my eyes as even as symmetrical as possible. I'm gonna take the same pencil that I used to outline the jawline and all that jazz. And I'm just gonna start colouring in my nose, just the shape. Okay, so we've got like 2 points either side of his nose and underneath. Okay, I'm just gonna colour that in with the same black. Okay, so I've done like a small V underneath. Like that. You can't really see it in this light because I'm being lit from slightly off today, so yeah, you can sort of see it. It's like a big heart. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the bigger tribal pattern thing that he has on his face. I've already, I mean, this line I did here, this full I did before the red. I've just gone over it again. It's just like a reference point for me at the beginning, so I know where the centres and the patterns are going to be. I'm actually going to push it back a bit. Move to about here, I think that's where the thing is. It's like a tear shape. It doesn't matter if it's a mistake or anything, because as I said, I'm using a coal pencil, so these rub out, or they cover with a watercolour. It doesn't really matter. Actually, I was just going to speed through this bit, but having a look at the shapes of this, it might be, I've just thought of an easy way of doing this. It seems that there's 3 pear shapes, or leaf shapes, whatever you want to call them, diamonds, either side, and they each meet at the point. So I'm just going to literally draw really faintly a half circle like that, because then I know no matter where I put the next diamond, the point will always point inwards. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my basic black pear shape. As you can see, very messy. I don't do anything fairly neat. I always sketch and then I colour in afterwards. So, okay, now I'm basically going to take my black watercolour and I'm going to colour in the shape. Okay, so once you're happy with the shape that you've got, I'm just going to quickly show you how to cover up mistakes. So, like here, I made the circle slightly too big, so I had to take some off it. I just did that by colouring it in, so I'm left with like a darker shade of black. To fix that, I've basically got a clean brush, or the same brush, as long as I wipe it off the tissue. Same colour, red, hardly any water, so it's quite thick, and I colour in the area. Every time I cover an area that's got quite a bit of black on, I stop, take some more off, add a bit of water and keep going. I don't, if I feel like I've gone over a big black patch, the least thing I want to do is carry on brushing, because it's going to just spread the dark colour more and more. So I just want to keep doing that, and just keep colouring. Doesn't matter if it looks shiny or a different colour for now, because it's going to dry the same colour. That's why I said do as many coats as you can on the face, because the red is not very much darker. It's really important that these are quite far back, because you need, look how dirty my hands are. I need to wash my hands. But it's really important because there's like it goes down and around, so there needs to be enough space for another tribal pattern to go in here, okay? Okay, so I'm going to take my eyeliner pencil, and, right, let's see. I don't want to go too close to this area, so I just draw a straight line there. Is that straight? I suppose maybe not, maybe it's a bit angled. But yeah, so I'm not going to go any lower than that part there. And then, let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, then we're going to neaten it up and make it thicker with a black watercolour. Okay, so for the nose, I've drawn a straight line going right down with an angle brush. And I've got to draw some diamonds. So first of all, there's like a line going, okay, and then it looks like there's some diamond shapes. So I'm going to do that just by doing a little cross. Okay, and the final lines look like they go from there, going into the dip, and then up, like that. Okay, so I'm just going to do that on exactly the same on the other side, and then for the lip, or for the chin rather, it's going to be a bit difficult for me because I've got my beard, so it's like a snake tongue down the centre, Okay, so, and I added 2 little points, like snake teeth, I guess. Okay. It's really hard for me to get this neat because I'm just colouring on a beard and it's not going straight because, yeah, it should hopefully be a lot easier for you guys if you don't have beards. Anyway, yeah, okay, so now I'm going to start on the horns. So I've made these little latex horns. Check the link below because I'm selling a pack of 5 on eBay, so if you need any of them, I can make them that. So. I'm cutting off the edges of this, so the horns should just look like that, okay? And I'm going to stick them right in the centre, bottom centre, look how messy I am, of each of these, okay? Okay, so I coloured my horns, just the base of it with a, I used Snazaroo metallic copper colour, but I mean it's watercolour, I mean you can use anything, you can use just browns or anything, but I've just added it to the base and swept it out so it looks a bit, I don't know, dirty I guess, but it's just like a cool effect. Okay, so I'm going to take some more Pro Stick on a cotton bud and I'm going to apply it to just a circle shape on each area where I want to stick a horn. Okay, so once I've let that dry a little bit, whilst I let it dry, I just added some to the base, just around the edge like that. If you're using Pro Stick, you won't need much, it'll stick, it'll always stick. If you're using matte stick, you might want to do 2 coats on the base and 1 coat on this. But other than that, so I'm just going to stick it down so the horn is facing upwards. Okay, I look like a little rhinoceros. Okay, so whilst they're drying, I'm going to take some red, the same red as before, and I'm just going to lightly paint around the edges of each horn. Okay, so finally I used several different tooth enamels on my teeth. So I'm talking about it and still letting it dry. Basically I used a Mehron nicotine colour, a grimace, like a lighter nicotine colour, and I used some black as well. Guys, I just scattered them on basically. I didn't really want to show you up close because I don't really like my teeth and I don't like them. But yeah, make sure your teeth are proper clean, completely clean, like you've just done it. I should have said that before. Make sure you do it before you do the face paint because these tooth enamel colours won't stick to your teeth otherwise. Okay, so I've completed the look by popping in some contact lenses. Obviously these aren't the right ones, I mean they're like red and yellow. The ones that I actually do have those contact lenses, but I mean that's the one you can see, no you can't, that's one of them. Now the annoying thing is I got these a long time ago and I somehow managed to lose one. So I have 1 flamey contact lens. So it's like yellow on the inside, red on the outside. So rather than just having 1 Darth Maul eye, I just figured, okay, fine. I mean, they're more yellow than red anyway, so I thought I'd just put the yellow thing on. It'll do. I don't have any big hoods, so this will do. Yeah. Now, I don't have a lightsaber, or whatever they're called, unfortunately, sorry. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you like it, make sure to thumbs up, all that jazzy, and comment and subscribe and all that stuff. And if you haven't entered my competition already, go enter. I'll put a link here. Actually, if you're watching this after the 18th of October 2011, then the contest is probably over, in which case, I hope you entered. Okay, so, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, see you later. Bye, bye, bye.